Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, let's welcome back to the another session. In this session, we will continue to the same program which we have covered last class. So before I proceed to explain, more demonstrate more swing controls. I will just run the first time the program again. So let's run the program. So we have covered the last. This is we have created a label and the text field and enter password label, and this is the password. We have some here Feroz Muhammad, and here the password you enter, and it is address Gmail, and you can choose the major from the combo box. So these are the two buttons. Okay, there is no action here. So we're just creating demonstrating the various swing controls. Inshallah, today we will add two more controls. Then we will demonstrate some action on the button, inshallah ta'ala. All right, so I have already done this one just to show you here. So I just uh, roll back the code, undo the code. So I will show you what we are going to do. Okay, let me show you this is the requirement. However, this is the requirement. So in this case, we need to create another label, gender, and we have a two radio buttons. They are called radio buttons. So one is male and female. So we have two genders, right? So only male and female. You can choose any one of them, right? So when you choose male, it will not enable the female. When you click female, it will deselect the male. On the second level, we have courses level, you can say, or you can write courses, which courses you want, just write first level, second level, third level, or you can write the name of the courses, like which courses you are want to register here, like computer, data science, artificial intelligence, algorithm, something, right? So we'll demonstrate this. We'll add these two into the existing programs here. So we have two labels. We need to create labels for gender, label for course, and two radio buttons, and four courses. I will just go with the two courses just to demonstrate, okay, to make our program simple. So let's go with the same previous existing one. So here these are labels we have. So I will add the label here. So this label is, say here, gender label. So I just use the word label if you want to distinguish easily, gender label and courses label, label, right? So these two labels are created. Now we need to add the radio button. So we have the control car radio button, J radio button. So we have two radio buttons. One is male, another is female. All right. So we have checkbox JCH checkbox. We have four checkbox. One is first, second, third, fourth. I will just go with 2, 3 checkbox to just make our program simple here. Let's see simple thing, checkbox like checkbox Java. I will just use a checkbox Python. Checkbox I use data science is very big, right? Program Java, Python, and okay, data science. Can write anything checkbox, right? This three is enough. So these three have been created. So now let's create an object for these buttons and the labels, right? So let's create the labels here. So we have gender label equal to new JLABE label. I can say this is gender, right? So this is semicolon. I just copy this one to make it with this copy. I just copy paste courses label. I can say courses. Okay, I just write this labels are created. Now similarly we need to create the just write before this one. I will write here mail equal to new J radio button. All right, so just give this part here. So similarly, female, this is female radio button. Now checkbox CB Java. So we have CB, Python and data science. 3 checkbox we need to write it here. CB Java equal to new J checkbox. Right. So I will just copy 3 times this part. 1, 2, 3. So just here C Python and CB data science. All right, so we have created this part. This is okay. So let me add this to the container. All right, so let me add to the container here. So I will add to after the buttons. I will add after the buttons, right? So before the buttons, let's write before the buttons. Add male. First the gender, right? Gender label. Then next add male, add female radio button. Then we need to add courses label. Now we have to add, is it courses label? We need to check the spelling. C is capital, you see. So better copy paste. Then CB Java. Then I just copy here 2, 3. CB Java, CB Python and CB data science. So I have added all these things. So let's run the program. I'm sure it will not, you see, something disturbed. I change the layout because you see it is a grid layout. In the last session we said it has only 2 columns. It has only, for example, I added 2 more. So this is 7 rows, 2 columns. I will add this, increase this part. Now a little bit change. So it is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is increasing, right? We need to add more 8. Okay, now it's good. So but here the problem here, gender, you see here. So gender label is okay because you see it it has 2 controls. So this is one control, this is another component. So these 2 should be together, actually should be together. Why it is it's not radio button? Sorry, we need to add radio button, the names. There is name is missing here. Radio button here. We need to write here male. We need to write here female. The names are missing. So run the file. You see the names here. Sorry, here you see the name. Right now you see both functioning. You see it is both should not be selected first thing. Okay, let me fix one of them first. Okay, then you see in each see the layout here. In the layout there should be only 2 columns. Column 1 which is labels and column 2 with controls, you know, the actions. But here male and female, this should be here and the course should be the second one. All right, so we need something to group together, right? So before that part here, let me finish this radio button. If a radio button to select only one item at a time, you cannot select both. You see we are selecting both. Copy this part. You are selecting this. Once again I will run the file. You are selecting both. You see male female. When you select male female, these should be deselect, should not be selected. So actually they are separate. So we want to make them as a one group. So there is an option, there is another control to make them as a group. So the group is called radio. I can write directly here. Where is this radio button? Here there is a called button group. BG equal to new button group. Okay, then you add BG dot add to mail. So making this both in same group. Then this is additional code for making one of the button to active, to be selected. Now let's run the file. You see, when I select male, when I male will be selected. When I female, the male will be deselected. So this problem has been solved, right? So you need to add additional button group, making these two button as a one group, that is button group. Okay. Now second problem is the layout. The layout has been disturbed. So male and female should be in the same line. Okay. So we'll create another container. There is another container called panel here. Sub container. It says panel. We need to create one panel like we have created last. Right. So we'll create one more here like this. For the radio buttons, we can create anywhere. I just want to be in the same side. Okay. We'll be adding this part here to the male and female here, right? So I can add this part here, J panel. I can say gender panel, GP, right? So I can say GP dot, again GP dot. I'm adding these two group to the one more panel, so they will be together. Now this GP, instead of adding male and female here, right? So I had to add the GP to the main panel, to the main container. So add to GP here instead of one by one before. Now let's run the file. You see, now they are together, right? Same case with the courses. So here for the courses, create one more panel, checkbox panel, CHC, check CVP. You can write very good name, but I'm just writing where to make simple way. Checkbox panel, and this one for the courses are okay. Text is okay. For the here, just to make, you can write this. You can create panel above, no problem. I'm making nearby to the same controls. So this part CVP one dot, add this part here, CVP dot CVP dot. So I created another panel, right? So this panel, again add this panel, CB. Now I made this group, so now it will run the file. You see, okay. So we did not write the names. Sorry, again I missed the part. Where are the checkboxes here? Here I need to write the names here. So this is Java, and this is Python. You should know which one is selected, right? This is data science. Now let's run the file. Hope everything will be done perfect. So that's our requirement here. You see, this is our requirement here. This is what we created, right? So you can select courses you want to submit registration of these courses. This is just general thing you can. Yes. Hope it's very clear.